sky at night. Take me home. Monty Road.
It's quite unbelievable, Dave. Quite unbelievable. You mentioned the 1-0 loss in that game. Were you quite quietly pleased with that, in terms of you could just focus on the promotion race?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a hard game. Yeah. In fairness, I wasn't too despondent. From the club's point of view, I'd have preferred us to have played Manchester United or something like that. And Barnsley would have got a massive big gate return. You with me?
Yeah.
They'd have made more money. Because I'm thinking of Barnsley then, not Man. Yeah. No, I was, because I thought, well, if I'm not careful here, we can just get involved. If all of a sudden we end up in the quarterfinals of the cup and missing out on the playoffs or something, that's not what we're here for. We're trying to get promoted to the Premier League. So I wasn't too disturbed with it. John might have been thinking, well, if we'd gone in the fourth round and got Manchester United or something, but that, me personally, I'd have liked to have won it, and we'd have gone to the fourth round or whatever it is, because we didn't have a game on that fourth round day because there's no fixtures,
Yeah.
But it was one of those things, and as I say, Wimbledon, I'm close to Wimbledon now. I was voted their best manager ever, last year.
Wow.
And, I'm the only manager that's been voted. I was also voted Sheffield United's best manager ever in 2017. So I think I'm the only manager.
You might have lost that title now, Dave.
No, I still got it over Chris Ridyard. Don't worry, son. It'd be close. If they voted now, probably a lot of the kids would go with Chris Ridyard. But don't forget, I kept him in the fourth division for,
of course,
4 seasons. And took them to the semi-finals of the cup. And again, in that time, I was at Sheffield United. My net spend, I made a profit of £5 million in that 8 years I was at Sheffield United. So we got all that success, and the club were £5 million better off on transfers than they were when I came. So it didn't. In that whole nearly 8 years I was at Sheffield United, they didn't lose. They made £5 million. They did what they did and made £5 million as well.
Yeah, I mean, Dave, your success on the pitch and then obviously off it in terms of the management of the club from top to bottom is absolutely incredible. What a massive skill set you must have to be able to do that. You mentioned Manchester United a few times. I know you've got a bit of a working relationship with Sir Alex Ferguson, and you obviously use that to our advantage to bring John Curtis in.
That's right, yeah.
What was your relationship like with Sir Alex, and how did that form?
It was very good, Alex. He's a good bloke. He's a competitor. We've had a few little rucks. I mean, as well. You can have a ruck on the touchline, and that. I remember when Sheffield United, we were due to play Manchester United. I think it was in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup or the 5th round or wherever it was, Bramall Lane. When the papers, he rang me up fuming in the papers. The papers were saying that United were kickers, which I didn't. I'd been interviewed, and they were saying, well, Sheffield United, with your players, you get stuck into them and this, that, and the other. And I said, that's a load of rubbish. I said, you're suggesting we're a physical side. I said, Manchester United ain't no shrinking violets. They got Mark Hughes in there, bloody Roy Keane, Paul Scholes. I said, who is it, Pallister and bloody Brucey. I said, what do you think they're going to let us kick them about? You must be joking. Do you know what I mean? I was giving them a compliment, and Schmeichel in goal. I said, you're suggesting we're going to beat them up and they're going to. I said, if we shoved you, I was making the accolades saying they've got a great side, they're a great team. If you want to play football, they'll play football. If you want to have a fight, they'll have a fight.
Yeah.
And they could. Well, Alex thought I was having a go at them. And I said, well, Alex, I thought I was being very complimentary, So we had a bit of a run, but they beat us on a Monday night, and Charlie Hartfield got sent off for kicking Mark Hughes up the arse or whatever.
Well, after the ruck in the game, Dave, was the wine any good? That's the question.
Yeah, he came in through our dressing room after the game and had a drink with with his staff. He was good as gold, Alex. He always had a drink. And when I was at Sheffield United, we knocked them out of the cup the year we got to the quarterfinals. We beat them 2-1. he was okay with that game. He came through and had a drink and that, and vice versa, So, yeah, no, I mean, he was all right, Alex, and that, and we were looking for the right back spot too, because I think Aidy Moses had got injured or something like that there. And anyway, I knew about Curtis, so I rang Alex up. He said, yeah, take him. He said, he's a good player, so he arranged to do it. And, I also got him to do Eric Winstanley's testimonial game.